is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Brand new week, brand new episode of CND Bazaar Buzz. Thanks for joining us. I'm Siddharth Vinayak Parankar. Here's our lineup today. The magnificently retro Bonneville Bobber from Triumph. And it's the big shootout that many of you had wanted to see. The Ford Endeavour takes on the new Toyota Fortuner. So let's begin with the magnificent Triumph Bonneville Bobber. Now, this is a bike that tries to invoke an even more sort of a retro image for this brand. Remember, the Bonneville family to begin with is a really retro sort of a theme going with that particular brand, but they've tried to extend that now. So you don't just have the Truxton at the very extreme sort of an end. You also have this really classical new bobber that comes out, inspired obviously by the bobbers from the 60s. It looks the part, it certainly rides the part as well. Here's the review.
Have you ever fallen in love at the first sight? Feast your eyes on the Triumph Bonneville Bobber. Look at it, it oozes sensuality out of every nut and bolt. It is almost impossible to not swoon when you set your eyes on this one.
Retro-style motorcycles have been the flavor of the season for quite some time now. And among the current crop of motorcycle manufacturers, Triumph perhaps has the best modern classic range. And adding to this range is the Triumph Bonneville Bobber. We are here in Madrid, Spain to ride this gorgeous motorcycle.
Those clean bobber-inspired lines, that minimalistic theme, the single seat pan, slash-cut pea shooter exhaust and the hardtail look simply blew us away. This is perhaps the only factory custom iteration of a bobber motorcycle that we're aware of. Triumph is a master of designing retro motorcycles with a modern touch, and with the Bobber it has outdone itself as the Bonnie Bobber has garnered twice as much bookings as the Truxton R immediately after its launch, internationally of course. The Bonnie Bobber gets the same 1200cc parallel twin high-torque engine as the Bonneville T120 but in a different state of tune, which produces peak power of 76 brake horsepower at 6100 rpm and peak torque of 106 Newton meters at 4000 rpm. The torque curve is even wider now than in the Bonneville T120, meaning that almost 100 Newton meters of pulling power is available from below 3000 rpm. The exhaust note is sweet and gruff at the same time. The Bonnie Bobber also gets ride-by-wire with two riding modes, road and rain, traction control, ABS and optional kits such as the heated grips and cruise control. In fact, Triumph will give you over 150 customization options to choose from. For its weight and build, the Bobber handles beautifully, tackling corners with aplomb. Direction changes are really quick and grip from Avon Cobra tires is solid as well. The pegs though scrape way too easily while leaning into a corner. We had a whole lot of twisties on our ride route and they were so much fun on the Bonnie Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber looks stunning, has oodles of performance and that sensuous character that not many motorcycles have these days. It will be a great addition to Triumph's already successful range of modern classic motorcycles and is expected to be priced between 10 lakh rupees to 12 lakh rupees.
It's quite a gorgeous looking bike that. Now let me take some of your queries and try and answer as many of your questions as I can. So lots of questions on karanbag.com. The first one comes from Sagar. He's looking to buy an automatic hatchback, confused between the Maruti Suzuki WagonR AMT and the Renault Kwid AMT. What do I suggest? Very simple answer, the Renault Kwid AMT. It's overall just going to be a little bit better bang for your buck. It's a really smartly designed car, and if you're using it primarily in the city, then it's fairly well built for that purpose as well, and has a little funky rotary dial. It's also a really smooth AMT, so the better system between the two, the Kwid. Next question from Venkatesh. Owns a 2011 Toyota Innova, is looking for an upgrade, and since the new Innova Krista is out of his budget, he's asking if the Renault Logi is a good alternative and how's the build quality in comparison with the Innova. Well, another Renault here on our list, and the simple answer again, great build quality. It's actually really nicely designed, that car. It works for our conditions. It uses proven powertrains because it's shared with the Duster. In fact, so is the platform. So is it a definite yes? Absolutely. It's something that you won't be disappointed with as well. Now it's Mahesh Deshpande who's asking about an executive sedan. The budget's about 35 lakh rupees. The shortlist is the Skoda Superb 1.8 TSI. It's a really short list. And he's asking if you should wait for the new Volkswagen Passat. Is there a better option? Well, the only other option you can think of really is to go ahead and buy the Camry, and in fact the hybrid. Now, if a driver's car is what you're looking for, great ride and handling, a slightly sporty performance, then frankly the Superb is a car you'll be very happy with. The new Passat, well, there's still no fixed timeline on when Volkswagen is bringing it in. Whether it's bringing us the GTE or just the regular car, still no clarity on that either. So is it worth waiting for that kind of thing? No. So go ahead with the Superb. It is a very well-built, proven product. It's also the NDTV Car of the Year. Really interesting question now from Saurabh, who is asking about the Maruti Suzuki Swift RS. He says his wife drives a Hyundai i20. Would it be advisable to gift it to her? Well, firstly, you're in the realm of conjecture here because there's absolutely no confirmation from Maruti on whether there will be an RS version of the Swift. Now, it's been branded the Swift Sport in the previous generations. We've never got it here. But yes, with the new generation coming in, there's a good chance that we will get a slightly sportier, better engined Swift. But all of this, my friend, is really far away. It's not coming anytime soon because we're firstly going to wait for the new Swift to come in. That's only going to happen in the summer. And an RS or a Sport will probably follow, well, the earliest could be 6 months from then, which means we're heading into 2018 anyway. What you could consider in the short term is the Baleno RS, which is launching in just a couple of weeks' time. Let me try and squeeze in one more question. Kirti Rastogi is confused between the new Hyundai Grand i10, that's the facelift I'm guessing, the Maruti Suzuki Ignis, Ford's Figo and Figo Aspire, is looking for a car which has a company fitted CNG kit, offers good mileage after sales service. Now, good mileage after sales service, frankly, all of these cars do pretty well on that. None of them right now have a CNG fitted from a kit fitted from the factory. So that's a little bit of consideration for you. Aftermarket kits, not a big fan of that. So if you're happy to go with either a petrol or a diesel, they're all efficient cars. They do pretty well on emissions as well. The new Grand i10 does become a compelling package. If you want something a little quirky and funky and also with a good sort of a sporty ride, the Ignis is probably something worth considering for sure. Keep all of your queries coming. That's something we always appreciate and enjoy. We're going to take a short break here. Join us after that.